Hello and welcome to the Sports Centre YouTube channel. I'm back here with Carl, and today we are talking about the Premier League, all the weekend's action, all the fallout from the games. Carl, how are we doing?
Yep, good. Been an action-packed weekend, I think, this weekend regarding the football.
Well, it has. I mean, to be fair, it's pretty good because there's not been that many games due to the FA Cup, but um, that's not stopped the goals going in. There's been plenty of goals in the Prem this
Yeah,
weekend.
it definitely can. And there's 7 games, and I think we've had over 30 goals.
Well, let's start at the top. So the first game of the weekend was Luton against Brentford. Obviously, Luton still scrapping for survival. Brentford, I suppose, still scrapping for survival. Really, um, before the weekend, not out of it, but big result for them. Massive
I,
result.
I think that I think that result saves them. I think it gets them out of there.
Yeah, I do
That's
now.
10 points. That's 10 points away now. I don't think none of them at the bottom are catching that.
No, interesting as well with Brentford. I know Ivan Toney's been injured for the last week or two, but do you think maybe it's them getting used to life without him, or do you think it's basically them just not? Because I think he had a knock, didn't he? They said he had a knock and he wasn't worth risking.
You weren't even on bench.
Or was he not on the bench, was
Weren't even on bench. So there was. I think he came out with a few comments, didn't he, in this past week or so about him being bigger and better than Brentford, and I think it's just a bit disrespectful after everything he's gone through and the club standing by him like they have.
he?
But
Yeah, yeah.
they've obviously proved that they can do it without him. Hence the 5-1 win.
I was
Big,
shocked.
what five?
Yeah,
What 5-1, wasn't it?
I was shocked by that result, to be honest, because Luton are normally, they're
Luton are
pretty,
usually good at home.
especially at home. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. At the Ken.
The Ken, is that what they call it? Or is that what you call it?
No, that's what they call it, though. The Kenilworth
Is
Road.
it?
The Ken, yeah.
I've never heard it.
I'm
Never heard
sure.
the Ken. But
Yeah,
anyway,
but yeah,
great result from Brentford. Great result.
yeah. So moving on, Sheffield United, Burnley, two dog shit sides in Prem.
This game, you say that, Dan, right? But Burnley, I think there's something like, is it either 5 or 7 games unbeaten,
Really?
which is mental. Yeah, right. I'm sure that was the stat I heard on. I've only seen highlights on Match of the Day, but that game again. I mean, don't get me wrong. It doesn't take much to have to play to make you look good against Sheffield United, because they are horrendous. But Burnley look decent. They look like they're getting a bit of form, and they're certainly not down yet. They're certainly not down. They put away some decent goals. Look all right. Tough game to play. Tough team to play against at the minute.
I've not I've not seen the game and I've not seen the highlights of the Burnley game. But so I think what we won about last week, wasn't it? When maybe they've changed the style of play. Maybe they're thinking actually we've still got a chance of survival here. But to be fair, Sheffield United are this shot. And I know it's very disrespectful, but they're on 16 points. It's one of the worst.
Yeah,
They're up there with one of the worst Premier League teams of all time.
definitely, definitely. But just to clarify, they had they've lost once in the last 5.
Well, Burnley have.
Yeah.
I mean, fair play to
So
them.
that drew, lost, drew, won.
My biggest, I wouldn't say beef really, because it's no concern of mine. But my biggest thing about Burnley was it was just the style of football they were playing. It wasn't working, and it was just like company. You're just being stubborn here. It's all good playing football out from the back, but you need the players to do it. And he didn't have
Yeah,
that, and they were just making mistake after mistake, and they were getting caught for it.
they were. But something seems to have clicked in the last few games. So
It
good luck to
does.
them. I mean, to be fair, I do still think they'll go down, but they're only 3 points off safety.
Yeah, I agree. I still think they'll go down, but they're going down with a fight. Credit to them. So,
Yeah,
um, and then the later kickoff on Saturday was Wolves Arsenal. Now I say I watched it. I had half an eye on this because I hate watching games your title rivals or your rivals that you want them to lose, because if they don't lose, it's just bloody soul destroying. So I had it on it background while I was potting around and doing a few other things, and it won the most. What are you laughing at?
It's just you, just the way you are with football. It's funny.
It wasn't the most entertaining game, but Arsenal did a job. Away from home, Wolves aren't a bad side. They've done all right this season. We talked about Gary O'Neill last week, didn't
Tough
we?
to beat.
Yeah. And to be fair to him, it were 1-0 right up until I think Odegaard scored in something like the 90th minute. But later on, he got the second goal.
95th, yeah.
Well, there you go. So that just shows that it's tough to beat. But fair play to Arsenal. I give props where props is due. They're grinding out results, and that's all it's about at this end of the season. That moves us on to today's fixtures. The first kick-off, Everton Forest, big game down there.
Yeah. Forest were a bit unlucky to start with. I don't know if you've seen any highlights, Dan. They could have had probably three penalties.
I watched. I kind of watched probably I'd say about 30, 40 minutes of the game. Have you seen? Have you seen Forest tweet?
No.
Honestly, they're probably going to get involved. They've questioned the integrity of the official on VAR, saying that he's a Luton fan. I think it said something like, "We made the Premier League aware of this, and they didn't do anything about it." And then, obviously, they had these 3 potential penalties. It's just like, wow.
And when you say potential, for me, I would be screaming if we'd not been given those.
Which
screaming.
one? All of them?
They weren't even like... All of them.
I don't know. The last one were a bit... The one where... I can't remember who it was, but
Ashley Young.
Ashley Young slid in. It was like kind of like from behind, from the side.
Didn't get any at ball. Slid in. What more do you want to say?
Yeah, but I do agree. If that were Liverpool, I'd be wanting a couple of those.
I always think it's a foul. Take away the penalty, the free kick, whatever it may be, it's a foul. So whatever that is on the pitch, it's a foul. Free kick, penalty.
It's mad, isn't it? How just the difference between when it's in
Different
the box and
rules
when it's that pisses me off as well. To be fair, I do get frustrated with that because, like you say,
couple of decent goals though. Couple of Pickford point blank save. I don't know if you saw that one, point blank from Chris Wood, beauty save, save like he'd scored a goal.
Really?
Sorry, celebrated like he'd scored a goal. Did Pickford like he does?
Slick pick,
a little dinosaur. McNeil's goal were a belter.
Good goal, to be fair. Nice goal, took it well.
Belter, yeah.
Where does that move Everton now then? So they're 5 points clear with a game in hand. Yeah, they're getting themselves out of danger, aren't they?
I think the bottom four are the bottom four, I think.
Yeah, I agree with you, mate. Moving on then, so we had Villa Bournemouth, comfortable win for Villa. I think they went 1-0 down, didn't they? But
I was going to say 1-0 down.
Yeah, came back.
18 goals, Solanke. 18 goals this season already. He's done well.
Quick question, don't dwell on it, but are you taking him to Euros?
Solanke?
Yeah.
No.
Right.
Absolutely not.
Just a question.
Yeah, he scored 18 goals, but straight answer, nope.
Right, fair play. Moving swiftly on then. Just on Villa.
Just before you go, Watkins. That I've in my notes here. I've written brilliant Watkins for Diaby goal, brilliant Watkins for Bailey goal.
Yeah.
That's exactly why he is going to Euros.
Well, he should. Yeah, he should be.
If he done, it's ludicrous.
Yeah. If he don't, then Southgate needs his head checking. Villa now 6 points clear of Spurs. Spurs got 2 games in hand on them, but I think one of them's Man City. So tough ask for Spurs when they've got Arsenal next, and Liverpool. Um, West Ham, Palace 5-2. Our West Ham mates,
Unbelievable.
and
Unbelievable. You know, everything the sort of our friend West Ham fans were telling us are ringing true a little bit.
they're a bit of you may as well just take a coin flip with West Ham, aren't you?
The,
It's like,
the defending in this game was atrocious,
all right,
absolutely atrocious. I mean, don't get me wrong. Palace took they took the chances, but there were gifts, proper
right.
gifts.
Yeah,
I
fair play
mean,
to Palace.
don't get me wrong. West Ham were gifted a goal right at end. I mean, I don't know what Henderson were doing in goal, but Jesus Christ, he made a cock of it. Made a right cock.
OG won it.
So, is that what they put it down as?
Yeah, Henderson OG.
Yeah, well, that's how it should be because it was a disgrace of a save, really. Well,
Right.
whatever it was. It was a mess.
And then save best till last. The mighty Reds taking a
I ain't seen it. I have. I've just watched highlights. So
yeah, taking a 3-1 win against Fulham. I've got to say, we look late. I don't know if we look late. I don't know. We've turned into a very lethargic team. There's just no real urgency in us play, and I've got to be honest. If we do stay in this title race, yeah, we just don't seem like the same team anymore.
I
But
think I think same with City. I think potentially same with Arsenal. Even though they did look a bit back to the normal self, I think
yeah,
it's fatigue is really kicking in on these three teams at the minute.
possibly is mate. Possibly yeah. Bit of
But
physical, bit of mental. It's just you just there's no margin for error now, is there? It's like win at all cost. And to be
no,
fair, we've gone away
yeah.
from home. 3-1 win away from home. I mean, what am I complaining about, really?
Well, you're not complaining. Trent scores a beauty goal. You
Oh,
get a player
mate.
that's not played a right lot in Gravenberch scoring. So
Yeah. Well, and as well, we've got pretty much a full squad to pick from now, albeit a couple of players, so hopefully keep everyone fit for the running and we just really stay in there. Not saying we're going to win it, but I just want to just have a chance. Have a chance. That's all we can do.
in it to win it.
That's it, mate. That's it. Right, pal. Nice one. Good chat as always, mate. We'll wrap it up on that. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you later.